Inside Number 9 had their live Halloween episode this week, and it was called Deadline. It was a standard half-hour length, but it was obviously live being the main selling point of it and the sort of curiosity value. It starts off like any normal episode with a sort of story starting off about a mobile phone and someone finding it, and then there being an indication that something sinister was going on, and then all of a sudden the programme just cuts and there's a notification from the BBC to say, oh, there's been an error, and you get a old episode shown. It got me. I suddenly thought, oh bollocks, yeah, it's cocked up, I can't bother to watch this. And then all of a sudden it cuts back to the show, and what you get from then on in is a sort of self-referential peek behind the scenes of the show, with things not going according to plan because of a haunting at the studios where the live show is being filmed. They make reference to no one else being on set because they've all gone upstairs for a meeting. The only problem with that being is that there is no one else on the set other than their co-star, a lady. There's no camera crews, sound engineers, nothing. And that, to be honest, whilst I don't know anything too much about television production, that just immediately took me out of it, because there wasn't even a person sort of wandering around not knowing what to do, or just, you know, getting a cup of tea. Things start to occur and you get sort of flashes of news reports and old footage telling you about the hauntings, and you get sort of different security camera views of the studios and the guys discussing what's going on and what's happening. And then there's some sort of hidden little ghost figures that are in the background, and they get killed off by the spirits in the site. Obviously it's creative, it's very imaginative, it's well made and well produced. It just didn't seem to be one of the better episodes for me. I know it's got a lot of sort of high praise and reviews online, particularly from sort of the press, but I've got a lot of goodwill towards the show, and I really like all the episodes, and this one just didn't feel like one of the better ones to me. I was just a bit taken out of the premise. I'm not sure why. I just don't think it had that sort of je ne sais quoi in it, that sort of special something. I can see what they were trying to do, and I can see that they performed it well, but as I say, it just didn't quite hit the mark for me. I think one of the problems is that the high watermark of the live TV show going wrong and there being spirits and ghosts involved was set many years ago, when the BBC again had a live show called Ghost Watch, and that was a show where, even though it was by a Screen One, which is a sort of drama production arm, or was back then, of the BBC, people took it as being a sort of live, real show about the BBC investigating a house in any normal street that had spiritual happenings, and it was all done in such a way that was so earnest and straightforward that you totally forgot that you were meant to be watching something that was via the drama end of things, and it fooled a lot of the nation because things went wrong, ghosts and poltergeists appeared and messed up with people, and it was just wonderfully done. Even though at the end you saw Michael Parkinson essentially possessed and wandering the studio as it was blowing up, people still believed that that had happened and they had done it so well. This, I think, didn't quite get there. It's certainly worth watching. It's certainly high quality telly, as all of the writing and acting and production of the Inside Number 9 series is, but I just don't think that it fulfilled its intentions to its best potential. Struggling to find the words for this, because I don't want to do the show down, because I enjoy it, and I'm sure a lot of people did enjoy this one, but I don't feel that I'm alone in saying that it just felt a little bit sort of out of sorts, and like I say, didn't quite pull it off. Oh, one thing that was quite clever about it that I liked was that at the very end it referred back to a One Show interview that they had in the week. And funny enough, I don't watch the One Show, but I just happened to catch the end of the interview where they were asked about ghosts. And Whether that was set up or pre-planned, I don't know, or filmed after the fact, but that was nice to see that they actually edited things in from the One Show interview just at the end as a little bookend for it. So that was interesting. But yeah, Inside Number 9, Deadline. Worth watching, but as I say, I don't think it's one of the better ones in the series. I think it's a very standard episode.